I hope you're having a great day. My name's Nikki Richman and I'm a licensed acupuncturist in Rockville, Maryland. I've been in practice since 2013 and my clinic is called Metsuyan Wellness. And if you want to find out more about acupuncture and conditions it can treat, you can look at my website metsuyanwellness.com. So today I wanted to discuss a case study. And this is one of my favourite case studies. It's about a woman who had lost her sense of smell. So a few years ago, I had a phone call from a woman and she had lost her sense of smell for 6 months. And she'd gone to see a number of doctors and nobody could figure out why she'd lost her sense of smell. And therefore, they were unable to help her. So she'd heard that acupuncture might be helpful to regain her sense of smell. So she came in for her first treatment, and at the first treatment we do a consultation and then the acupuncture treatments. And all new patients will fill in a new patient intake form. And usually before we start the consultation, I like to quickly skim through the new patient intake form to see if anything just jumps out at me. So when I looked through her form, what jumped out at me was she was a young woman, she was in her 30s, and under her family history, she'd listed that both her husband and her mum had died. So before we even started the consultation, I just said to her, "Oh, I'm so sorry that, I see that your husband died." And so she told me that he'd been ill for a year and then he'd died. And she said, "Oh, actually, that was the first time my sense of smell went. And then my sense of smell came back. And then 6 months ago, my sense of smell again went." So, we haven't even started the consultation yet. But I asked her, "Well, what was going on in your life 6 months ago?" And she said, "Well, I was in a relationship and it broke up." And so right there and then, we haven't even begun the consultation, but I knew exactly why she'd lost her sense of smell, and more importantly, I knew that I could help her. So there are many different theories of Chinese medicine, and one theory is the 5 elements. So the 5 elements are fire, earth, metal, water, and wood, and each element has different correspondences attached to it. So each element will have be associated with a different time of the year and with a different sense organ. It will have a different emotion attached to it. It will have a different taste, a colour. So the metal element, the emotion attached with metal is grief and sadness. Metal rules the sense of smell and it opens into the nose. So it made perfect sense that, this poor woman had experienced some pretty major losses and, her grief and sadness had caused her sense of smell to be affected. So at the first treatment, I did some points which I knew were going to be working on grief and would help her sense of smell. There's actually a beautiful point. It's by the nose and its name is Welcome Fragrance. And when you do this point, you can smell so very often if I've got patients who've got sinus issues, allergies, they're congested, this is my go-to point, and all of some people are like, "Oh, I can breathe, I can smell." So when I've seen somebody for the first time, I always like to check in the next day. I'll always send somebody an email or a text just to see how they are and how they felt after their first acupuncture treatments. So this was the email I got back from this patient the day after her treatment. So she said, "Thanks for checking in. I feel more energized today. I've smelled a couple new smells, but they've been distorted, i.e. chocolate chips smelled like something burnt and coffee smelled like nail polish remover. But looking forward to the next session." And then 2 days later, she sent me another email saying, "I woke up a couple of times this morning smelling the rose candle I have on my dresser. Then I smelled, not distorted, food in the kitchen soon after I woke up, and I can taste broccoli. So, that was just after one treatment. So, like, I felt like really excited for her. And I saw this woman. I treated her 8 times. I think we worked on her sense of smell for about 3 treatments, and actually after then, like, her sense of smell had come back, much more strongly. Her smells weren't getting distorted, and then we worked on other things that were going on in her life. But I just wanted to share this case because she's like, your sense of smell is so important, like not only like what you can smell, but it impacts like your taste buds, and it impacts like your appetite. And here was somebody, she'd gone to see like lots of doctors, and like understandably they were like, we don't know why you've lost your sense of smell. But from like a Chinese medicine perspective, because Chinese medicine just views the body and the world like through a slightly different lens, like it made perfect sense. This would be if somebody said to me, you know what, I added 2 plus 2 and it equaled 4. Like, it just made such sense to me that, like, no, I know why you've like lost your sense of smell. So if you're ever struggling with like some health condition where you just feel like, like nobody sort of knows why I'm experiencing what I'm experiencing, like acupuncture can just be wonderful at like helping with these cases. So if you are interested in acupuncture, you want to know more about it, my number is 301 828 8856, and my website is metsuyanwellness.com. I wish you a happy Sunday. I wish you a happy summer, and good health to you all. Bye.